Hey guys, what's up? Darcy here at 6strings9lives. Back for, well, I guess this will be my last CD vinyl update of 2024. I got, I think, 2 or 3 more things trickling in over the next, whatever, 30 days. I know I'm still waiting on the new Accuser album. I pre-ordered Death Angel, The Art of Dying on vinyl. That's coming out via Nuclear Blast. And I have the CD for the new Strachey album, Mark Strachey from Crocus. If you know Crocus, great album so far, much better than his first one. But yeah, that's about it that I have coming. I will work on my, top 10, top 15 of 2024. I'm taking off for a little bit of a holiday, so I'm going to sort that out while I'm chilling out. But in the meantime, I got my usual 10 to probably about 10 items, 10 or 11 items here. But first, before we get rolling, somebody needs to tell me where the hell 40 years has gone. And why I say that is we're going to celebrate a couple of 40th anniversary albums that I picked up, and I'm just blown away that I'm still 40 years later listening to the music that I love. I still love when these bands, and I think everything that I'm going to show here today, all these bands are still, they're still active, which is cool. But here we are 40 years later, still listening to the music we love, which is always puts a smile on my face. So you can probably fill in a couple of blanks of what turned 40 years and what's kind of big, but there's no way I wasn't picking up this album. So here is the 40th anniversary of Power Slave. This was my first newly released Iron Maiden album that I ever picked up. I remember it as clear as day. I don't know what grade I was in. I don't know. I was probably in my 3rd year of grade 9 at the time or something like that. But anyways, so here's the 40th anniversary. This one is, I'll show you a little bit more, but there's the hype sticker, which we will read to you. So this is 40th anniversary special Zoetrope edition. Includes 2015 remastered audio, expanded artwork, and Power Slave at 40 notes from Steve Harris. So it's one of those things, it's an Iron Maiden thing. I'm going to get it. I played this thing. It's actually pretty loud. It's not something, it's more of a souvenir, put it that way. You can't see me pulling this in and out to give a spin, but so this one, it says a gatefold now, which is cool. Here's some original shots there. And this here is a die cut, which I'll slip out the album and show you a little bit more. And to me, this Zoetrope, probably partly gimmick, whatever. It doesn't do much on the turntable to me, but here's the die cut, and then you can look inside, see right through there. It's very well done. At least they did more of a celebration with this album than they did with they did Dick All with Peace of Mind, really. Yeah, I think some kind of book or something, but comes in a nice sleeve. Gold on the one side. We got Pharaoh Eddie in the centering, and then we got the blue, royal blue side, or whatever you would call this, with Mummy Eddie. So it's very nice. But yeah, it sounds, yeah, you can surface noise. You can hear it like, I don't know, let me know what you think, but again, you're probably just picking it up as, type of a souvenir. 40 years, so, and then along with that came out not really a year celebration, but I also picked up the yellow edition, limited edition yellow vinyl of Somewhere in Time, and the cover's very glossy too, but, and we all know this cover. I mean, how many times did we go over this as, teenagers spotting new things every time? And this one includes an exclusive 3D Future Past lenticular print, which is really cool. I think I would get a frame for this. I'm going to show you that first, actually. Like, that is just awesome. I would just love, I wish I would have saw this tour. I would have loved to have a t-shirt, just like that, popping out like that. But this lenticular cover, very well done. And Definitely something I would pick up a frame for and throw it on the wall. And this yellow vinyl, other than that, the inner sleeve is the same, but it's super glossy. And this vinyl is actually pretty cool. I don't mind yellow at all. Centering's same on both sides. And this one sounds much better than that 40th Power Slave. But you know what? Like I said, it's Maiden. I'm going to pick it up. I would probably regret not picking it up, and judging by the way those prices have just skyrocketed, I mean, that yellow one is now 75 Canadian dollars, which is, I'm sorry, it's fucking ridiculous. That is insane. So get in on the pre-order and save some money, because I think I paid way less than that. I can't remember offhand, but so keeping on the theme of 40 years and where has 40 years gone, this is Rat Out of the Cellar. You know this album. I'm sure this is by far my favorite glam hair, whatever the hell whatever you want to call it. This is my favorite band from. They only had 7 albums, but they're just so awesome in my books anyway. So I'm definitely, what I'm saying is there was no way I wasn't going to pick this up because of this single. This one included, I'll show you the hype sticker first too. Hype sticker, Out of the Cellar 40th anniversary, Rat's first album, includes Round and Round, Wanted Man. Limited edition lenticular cover on red and black splattered vinyl. Oh, sorry. Here's the lenticular cover. So I'll kind of show you things in order. This one is not quite as nice as that Future Past, but it does change from yellow to blue, but it's kind of pinned down to a black. Probably can take that off too. It's probably just ticky-tacked on there, but nice to include that too. And this one is a black, red and black splatter. So we have the original, inner sleeve, which was very plain. It's just red on one side, Rat and Out of the Cellar on that. This vinyl is very nice, but it just does not match the centering in any way. They probably could have went with some different colors, but there is the centering for the new BMG reissues. So, those of you that picked up the box set, you had to know these were coming. The box set was all black vinyl, and then they reissued all of their first 5 on various different colors. I only picked up this one. You get hosed every time. I mean, BMG, if you know that BMG has purchased something, either just pick one or the other, but they're going to double dip. They're probably going to triple dip you, like the Motley Crue reissues, things like that. But so the big draw for this was this song that was from 1980, probably made in 1983, which is on this 7-inch single for Reach for the Sky. Now, I had said in one of my videos before, Rat never had a title track in any of their on their albums, so that may be partly why that wasn't included on Out of the Cellar. But I'm thinking Reach for the Sky and Wanted Man, they had to just pick one or the other. It's kind of Western theme type of things, but this is a fantastic song. It is it's just like going back 40 years. I've played this song so many times. Absolutely love it. I wish there was a long hidden album of 10 tracks that was supposed to be their 6th album at the time. Would be so cool. But I'll take this single any day. Love the artwork too. And this one came on a orange vinyl. I put a little sleeve in there too, so it is the same track on both sides. What does it say? Previously unreleased track from Out of the Cellar Sessions, 1983. So Out of the Cellar came out in 84, and you know the rest of the story with Rat. I mean, those first 5 albums, I just love them. I listen to them all the time still to this day. So yeah, so a couple 40th anniversaries we had there, and what else do I have here? I think I didn't get it already, but I'll just grab this. Got some more, 3 more reissues on vinyl. One sec. If you follow the channel, I'm a big Thrash fan, love my traditional metal, but I got into, a lot of the German big four of Teutonic thrash. I got into them late, only in the past 6-7 years type of thing. But Sodom quickly became one of my very favorite thrash bands, and a lot of their stuff is super hard to get. But I picked up this one. This is a brand new reissue of Tapping the Vein. So this is their 4th album overall. New lineup with Andy Brings on guitar, 1992, and one of their very, I don't know if you call it a cult classic, but there is definitely a following for this album. Love the colors, love the artwork. So what this one came with is a expanded double vinyl, and what they did is they remastered the original, which I love. So that's on one disc, which I'll show you in a second. And then they did a kind of a remix or a redux, redo, whatever, however they word it. Similar to what Creator did with Hordes of Chaos. No, was it Hordes of Chaos? Yeah, I think, yeah, Enemy of God and, yeah, Hordes of Chaos, which to me, the original or the remastered version on this thing, which I'm just going to pull these out right now. The remastered version sounds fantastic. How necessary was a remix? Probably not, just like that Hordes of Chaos, which I don't really listen to much. Super thin. And anyways, here is the gatefold. And there is the band. Rest in peace, Chris. And then we got just some stuff from Tom and just thanks and things like that. And on the back is how this is put out on 2 vinyl. So Tapping the Vein, the 2024 remastered, which I said was fantastic. I mean, body parts and Bullet in the Head, One Step Over the Line, just so many great tracks on here. Heavy, one of their heavier albums, bordering a little bit on death metal with the vocals at times. Yeah, I really enjoy this album. And then the second disc is Tapping the Vein, and it says Redux. So, and that's basically like a remix. I think Andy actually did it or had a hand in that for sure. I'll just put that to the side. And it came with 2 inners. So this is the inner for the regular remastered. Just great. Always a good job with BMG. So this is in association with BMG Noise, and originally out on Steamhammer. So here is the inner for the second, the Redux or whatever. So let me show you the vinyl for these. Here's the red vinyl. No problem with the sound, sounds awesome. And there is the logo on that, and then you just have the track listing on that side. And then the Redux or the Remix just has a different centering, which is also pretty cool. And I think that's on the back cover to that picture. And then just the track listing. Overall, I'm just gonna probably stick with listening to the remastered version. It's awesome. I know a few of my friends have also picked up the CD version, the version which includes a little bit more with some live stuff. Or there was another edition or a vinyl special edition with some live material, things like that. It was just like I think it was like $100 or something like that. But anyways, love Sodom. Looking forward to more reissues from them. I checked into it, and I think BMG almost has the rights up until just before Code Red, I think. So looking forward to some more stuff reissued from Sodom. All right, moving on. I've been a long time Exodus fan. I've had every one of their albums, kind of in and around release date. Excuse me. And that's from 1987 on. That was my first discovery. of Exodus with a friend of mine made me a mixtape with Chemi Kill on it, and it was all over from then. Just stuck with them. I know there's some big gaps in their career, or well, one big gap, I think 12-year gap, but these two reissues came up on Nuclear Blast, and I wanted to get them in my vinyl thrash collection, and that first one is Exodus, the Atrocity Exhibition Exhibit A. So this one is from 07, second album to feature Rob Dukes on vocals. Really, really good album. I enjoy this one. To be honest, when Dukes first came in, I don't know. I don't know if I just shut him down because I was so high on Tempo of the Damned. You know, I love that album. I got to see them on that tour. Actually, they opened for Megadeth. The only bad thing about that show was Zetro was already gone. He had left the band, and they had a fill-in vocalist, the guy from Skin Lab. But anyways, it was still a great show. And then Dukes came in, and I did see them. Well, I'll tell you in a second. But I just didn't give him half a chance. But overall, he's still my least favorite vocalist of the band. But there is some killer music on this album, which I'll mention a few tracks that I like. So, and we still have Tom on here. And this is the first also to, nope. This is the second to feature Lee Altus on guitar. So this is a gatefold. Very well done from Nuclear Blast. I've been waiting for a while. I thought these would have came out with Shovel-Headed Kill Machine that was reissued in 2021, which was also reissued again in 2024 on red vinyl. I didn't need a second copy of that. So, but these finally came out. Tracks like, I mean, this opening instrumental, Call to Arms, love it, right into Riot Act. But check out Children of a Worthless God, one of my favorite tracks on here. But probably still my favorite track on here is the title track, the Atrocity Exhibition. It's a bit of a longer song, but there is a breakdown, I don't know, probably around the 4-minute mark. It is just relentless. Love it. So glad to have that. And this one came on a what was this, silver vinyl. And this one is, this one and the next one I'm going to show you are both double discs. And but this one's only 3-sided, and here is side C, and then side D. They put Dick All on side D. It almost just feels like a waste. They probably could have put this on one vinyl, so it's only 3-sided, but they didn't even etch it or anything, so a bit of a disappointment on that. Where this album is, how long is this album? I don't know. It's probably around the 50-some minute mark, but yeah, silver vinyl, Nuclear Blast with their kind of their latest logo. And then I also picked up Exhibit B, The Human Condition. So this is from 2010. Got to see them on this tour. And I shouldn't say I previously saw, yeah, I was talking about Tempo of the Damned before, because that was 04 when I saw them. And then I didn't see them again till 2010 on this album, which was a great show because it also had Testament and Megadeth. And I really enjoyed this one. I thought Dukes did a really good job. But this is another one that has grown on me more and more over the years. You know, is it upper Exodus for me? Maybe not, but there we go. Same lineup as Exhibit A. And yeah, some great tracks on here too. The Ballad of Leonard and Charles, Hammer and Life, but probably two of my favorite tracks on here are Downfall and Burn Hollywood Burn. And this one, double disc vinyl. I'll just show you one disc. So this one came on a gold. Here's the hype sticker for that. Gold vinyl. And at least these were reissued with only one choice. You know, I would prefer if they were black vinyl, but whatever. I just don't really like when they come out. And an album like this, they're not going to come out with 5 varieties, or those will just sit there and not sell, and they'll have to reduce the price. And so yeah, one choice, good, easy, pull the trigger. if you're a fan and you're collecting some Exodus vinyl. So glad to have those in the collection. What else we got here? All right, we got a few on CD. Now the next two bands are, next three CDs I'll show you are gonna complete the discography for these two bands. Only missing, only was missing these bits and pieces. And two bands that I pretty much ready to get a ranking done on them. We'll see when I'll do that. But anyways, picked up this from High Roller Records. This is Gravedigger's third album from 1986 called War Games. And High Roller does a great job. They do these little slip packs, these little sleeves. They include a little poster. So this is the Gravedigger album I did not have. This only got reissued through High Roller this year, and it was hard to get an original of it. But I got no problem with, with High Rollers, anything. They do a great job on anything. So there's a little mini poster in here, a little collage right here. CD. Even their CDs look like old school CDs, which is very cool. They sound great, and then there's the booklet in here. So technically I have all the Gravedigger albums now, and why I say technically, I'm still, I hope High Roller does the reissue of just Digger. What's it called? Stronger Than Ever, something like that, when they just drop the grave from their name. I'd like to include that in a ranking, but I mean, it's probably not necessary, but good to have that one. And then I also, switching to the thrash scene, these two reissues came out on Reaper Entertainment, which is doing a great job. That is actually Tankard's new label, but they reissued King of Beers with new artwork. And the cool thing with these reissues, let me just show you the back first there. So this one originally came out in 1998. This one came out in 2000. I put them out of order, but whatever. On Century Media, so they weren't available for a long time and became very pricey. And then here is the CD of that. But what they did too is they also included, so here's the new updated artwork, which if you can see in the clouds here, it says 1968 to 2016 Bomber. So this guy on the original cover, which they included right here, kind of their cover model, he passed away in 2016. Friend of the band. I think he's represented on the cover of Thirst also. But yeah, pretty cool to have the original artwork included, but I do like the updated artwork of this. So this one and Disco Destroyer, which I love this updated artwork because the original artwork is absolute shit. But as far as Tankard goes, if you're a fan, these are out there. They're not expensive. There actually is a box set of the vinyl with another album included, not a studio album, but I'm going to say I'll save some thoughts because this is the band that I'm ready to rank. There's not many Tankard rankings on YouTube, so I thought, you know what, let's do one. But I love this updated artwork, but here's the back cover. I'm going to slip out this and I'll show you this looks like it would be the original 1998 CD replica of the Century Media one. And they included the original artwork too. The cover is pretty pixelated on here, but this is the original artwork, so just not good. And then you flip it over to this. This just makes things a little more exciting for an album that, I don't know, it's not super well accepted, but man, it's pretty good. So you will see where this lands in a Tankard ranking. So happy to get these Reaper Entertainment. So they also release those on vinyl, like I said, if you're a fan. And then what else did I get here? Okay, so I only own, I think now, 4 albums from this band. German power metal. I love anything from Germany is high up on my list usually. But the 2 or 3 albums I had, I just didn't give a lot of time to, but I have lately, and I really fell in love with some of their later work. I'll explore a little bit more, but the band I'm talking about is Brainstorm. At the time of this video, this is their latest album from 2021 called Wall of Skulls. This is power metal, don't think Halloween, think almost Rage, UK, power metal type of band, or think US power metal. There's even an Iced Earth vibe to this. Not so much lyrically, but musically, there definitely is an Iced Earth vibe on some of this stuff. This one, good album too. This is probably their most power metal-y of the 4 I own, if that's even a word, power metal-y. But enjoying this, and they have a brand new album coming out in February, and this came out on via AFM Records. So. But they jumped ship. They are now on Reigning Phoenix Music, which is snapping up a lot of bands, actually. If Kerry King's on there. Halloween is now a part of that group. Who else? KK's Priest. The list goes on. But so their 14th album, which is called, I wrote it down because I didn't want to forget, called Plague of Rats. Coming out February 28th from the new one from Brainstorm, so definitely check that out. And finally, to wrap up this update, I'm a big Hellripper fan. I'm gonna pretty much buy, anything music related. I can't buy every T-shirt or anything, but although I did buy a T-shirt of this album cover from Hellripper, James McBain, he released one song, okay? And it's called Forked Tongue Messiah on a 7-inch. Now this is just his own doing. I don't think it has anything to do with his distribution deal with Peaceville. But here is the artwork for that. And I'll pull one out of here because this one came, and sorry about that noise. So yeah, Forked Tongue Messiah. And then there is a cover of a Red Hot Chili Pepper song called Punk Rock Classic. Which he is a big fan of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, believe it or not. I shouldn't say believe it or not, but he definitely is a fan of that band, so they decided to cover that. But Forked Tongue Messiah, I think it's a very short track. I know it's a couple minutes, but it's pretty cool. And like I said, it's James McBain, it's Hellripper. I'm gonna buy it. So that one came on black vinyl. And then there was 3 other versions. They weren't super expensive, so I was going to pick them up anyways. We got one on orange and one on purple. And then this one's kind of a clear brownish. But yeah, I don't go super bananas on many bands like this, but Hellripper I do. I think he is one of the bright spots of the past, 10 years now. Even was my album of the year last year, Warlock's Grim and Withered Hags. But anyways, that is it for this update. I will see you soon with a Thrash related ranking next week, probably midweek of next week. But hope you enjoyed this one. Till next time, stay heavy.